on day 3, and today we are talking about HQ. So what is HQ? Hunger quotient. All right, so hunger quotient is learning to hear when you're hungry and when you're full. This is something that I would say more than half of my clients struggle with, is knowing when you're hungry and when you're full. Making it more complicated is the fact that as we move into perimenopause and menopause, the hormones that regulate your hunger and fullness are less likely to be noticed. All right, so they're less effective. They are not working as well as they used to. And it's harder to know when you're hungry and when you're full. And for a lot of women, we never knew that in the first place. So HQ, hunger quotient, is a way to know when you're hungry and when you're full. As you can imagine, this is a really useful piece of information when you're trying to manage your nutrition, when you're trying to stop weight gain, when you're trying to boost your metabolism. Knowing when you're actually hungry and knowing when you're eating for another reason can be a real win, okay? So HQ is based on a scale, and it could be 0 to 5, it could be 1 to 4, it could be whatever you want it to be. I use a scale of 0 to 10, and you can't see my hands because my camera is the wrong way. So 0 would be you're completely empty. You will eat anything. Your least favorite food on the world, even things that aren't food, you would probably consider eating them. That's how hungry you are. This is like day 13 on Naked and Afraid. If you don't watch that, go catch it, because it's oddly just riveting. But so that is like, you will eat anything at all at 0 because you are so hungry. 10, or whatever your high end of that scale is, 10 is you are so full, you need to go throw up to make room. Okay, not that I encourage that, but that's how it feels. So think of Thanksgiving afternoon when you were a kid, before you learned to regulate yourself a little bit better, where you needed to wear stretchy pants and go lay down as soon as you were done eating because you kept eating. That's 10. So 5, or whatever the middle of your scale is, so 5 is completely neutral. You're not thinking about food. If you're like me, you're always thinking about food, but that is kind of the middle. Now, you're looking to ride the entire day between starting to feel hungry and starting to feel full. So think of it like 4 to 7, right? In that kind of middle range. When you're looking at how it kind of looks in your day, you're starting to make your meals as you're beginning to feel hungry. So if 5 is neutral, going towards hungry, getting lower, then as you're starting to get to like 4 or 3, you're starting to make your meal. You're starting to prepare things and get ready for it so that you're not starving when you're sitting down. And then going the other way, you're going to stop eating when you're getting to kind of that starting to feel like you'll be full soon. So not stopping when you're full, but stopping when you're kind of getting there. Okay, so that's a little bit of an overview of how the HQ works. And you check in before you eat. You check in a couple times while you're eating, after you're done throughout your day. I teach you all about how to work this into your life so that it makes sense and it doesn't become cumbersome. But we can add this on now. So we're adding this on to day 1. What is your why, right? Maybe your HQ is playing into this. Why am I choosing this food? Because my HQ is a 2 and I need to eat something and I don't care what it is, whatever it might be. And then your journal, now you can add it on top of that too. You can add your HQ on top of your journal practice. All right, so we're starting to build up these layers as we go. So looking at whether or not you're hungry when you're eating. The key is that it's okay to eat when you're not hungry. It's okay to be full as long as you're practicing awareness. How is it showing up for you? How does it look for you? What does it feel like? Do you feel like you should have stopped sooner? Do you feel like you could eat a little bit more? So all of these things, it's going to teach you how to tune into when you're truly hungry and when you're eating for another reason. So that down the road, if you're eating for another reason, you can catch that before you've already consumed 2,000 calories worth of Oreos, right? You can catch it sooner so that maybe you pivot and do, I'm using pivot a lot lately, so you can pivot and do something differently, okay? So that is using your HQ, and I want to hear how it goes for you. I want to hear what you think of HQ, and don't worry if you struggle with this one. This one's a tough one. It sounds simple, but it's not always that easy. That's all I have that's all I have for today, friends. I will see you tomorrow for day 4. Have a fabulous day.